Hey guys, I wanted to take a few minutes and actually come on live. Got some messages and stuff. It's been a really busy day and I've not actually had time to respond because I investigated all night last night at the funeral home and actually slept a couple hours in there this morning. So I'm actually live here at the old Attala jail in Kosciuszko. Which is just down the street from the funeral home. And anyways, I know it's kind of late. Thought I'd pop on for a few minutes. It's been, which as you can see, the flashlight behind me just popped on. Actually, get this turned this way. You cannot see it for this light I've got going. Hey Shane. Again, sorry it's kind of late and unannounced, but it's been really active over here and I wanted to pop on and kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour of this place. Kind of got some lurking shadow figures over the last little bit, which hopefully I was able to catch. So anyways, let me just flip this around here and let you see what I'm seeing. I'm actually in the drunk tank here at the prison, and this room is really interesting. A inmate actually killed himself over here on the door. The door's open. I'll show you as we go out. Actually hung himself from the bars on the door. And when I brought up that inmate's name, I got a nice little 666 here on my EDI box, which was a little bit freaky. Had a little bit of flashlight activity, no REM pod activity. Got some laser grid set up. Just had an amazing spirit box session. I'll go into one of the other cells and we'll see if we can maybe have a little spirit box session, a short one. We'll go in where it was a little bit active. Let me get my light and my pack, and we'll go to some of the other cells. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in last night. It was a very active night at the funeral home, and oops, flashlight just came on. Been here and walking in the halls. If you guys hear anything, it's a little echoey, but if you hear anything, let me know. Be my eyes and ears. So we're going to walk down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to leave this big light here. Okay. So, as you can see, it is very, very dark in here. So it's a big jail. Let's get some pretty cool activity in here a little while ago. While I was standing in there. I'm going to go back here to the bullpen. That's where I was getting a lot of activity earlier. Oops, that sounded like a whistle. Somebody back here whistling? I spend a little time in here in just a little bit. We've got static cameras up. It's been known to have a shadow figure back here in this area. Hopefully we may be able to catch that with, there's walking back here. I don't know if anybody heard that or not. There's a couple hooded shadow figures that have been seen peeping Looking around the doors. Okay, I don't know if you heard that or not. Hey Ken. Ken asks if anyone pestered me while I tried to sleep. You know, I slept for 2.5 hours and I went into such a deep sleep. I don't know if I was having dreams. No, I did not whistle, Ken, but I heard that a second ago, so I'm glad somebody else heard that as well. Okay, that was loud walking back there. Can somebody repeat this whistle? Sorry, I'm a very poor whistler. Oh, look, we've got a flashlight on in this cell. Inmate, can you turn that flashlight off for me? Oh. Tell me you guys heard that back there. Okay, look at the... Please turn the flashlight off all the way. Now I am getting a little bit of traffic noise out here. I'm on Central Time right now, and so it's a little bit earlier than what I'm used to, so there is a little bit of traffic noise, but it's been relatively quiet. I come in here, maybe do a little spirit box session in here. So that flashlight over here has been turning on and off. I'm actually going to sit down here and go completely silent. And go completely dark. And we may do a spirit box session here in just a second. But actually, let me give you a little perspective of the cell where we're at, just so you can kind of see. We're in the bullpen. This housed around, I think, 12 prisoners at one time. It's got a walkway that goes around the end there. It goes around the entire cell. And I've got the laser grid set up so that it will pick up if someone walks around. Been known to walk or see shadow figures walk around the cell. This light, from what I was told, they kept this area pretty much light because when they would turn the lights off, the prisoners would go kind of crazy back here. So I've been sitting on the far end of the hall, and this light will just stay on. I've turned it off multiple times and it keeps coming back on. So it seems like it just wants to stay light. Shane, your question, am I going to sleep in the jail tonight? I am thinking about it. I think I may, if I do sleep here tonight, I'm thinking I'll probably sleep in the suicide watch cell. Is probably where I would sleep. It's a little bit cozier, a little bit padded there. So if I do stay here, that may be where I sleep. I saw some comments earlier. Someone had mentioned, like I said, I apologize for not being able to address that, but someone had mentioned that they'd be too excited to actually sleep in a place like this. I don't spend my investigation sleeping. For me, you know, I had a long drive and I knew I was going to have a second night, and so instead of just leaving and going back to the hotel, I didn't want to just leave the recorders going. I thought, why not get a freebie and actually sleep, see what happens. I've had a lot of luck when I do that. I feel like it kind of puts you in a very vulnerable state. So they seem to interact when I sleep at these different locations, and I only sleep for a couple hours. So anyways, let's go ahead and I'm going to start the spirit box. I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit obnoxious. Let me get it started. It'll be a little lower. Ken says he's sensing a guy named Bear, 6'5"-ish, 350 pounds. Is there someone in here named Bear? If there is, could you please turn that flashlight off? I'm going to start this spirit box and see if we can get anything. We may have to do some adjusting. Okay, so here's the spirit box, just FYI. Is there somebody here by the name of Bear? Okay, that actually sounded like it said there is. Who else is in here with us? How many people are in this jail? $11. That was really clear. Can you give me a name of one of those 11 people? What are you in here for? Spirit box is acting really strange. There we go. You know, I was actually getting more interference when the spirit box was on AM. I've not been able to pick up really hardly any radio stations, which is kind of strange. Hey Heather from Steel City Ghost Hunters. I know you ladies are up at the Bel Air House this weekend, which is one of my favorite places. Hope you're having a good weekend as well. Inmate, what are you in here for? Can you see me? Do you like the fact that I'm here by myself? Can you turn that flashlight on bright? Is there a woman in here? It sounded like a female voice, actually. What year is it? Who is your president? I traveled all the way down here from Tennessee, 6 hours to visit you. Can you tell me who I'm speaking with? I got the name Bob earlier. Is there a Bob in here? No, Steve, that's not a car. That's actually the spirit box. I just turned that off when I got a high. They were really talkative in the drunk tank, but I've not really had as much luck in here in the last little bit with the SB7. Let's see, I'm gonna set up the Ovilus and see if I have any luck with that. Give it a second to acclimate. Pushed. Okay, we got pushed. Steve, I am actually, the jail is located here at the town square. So there is a road that's fairly close, but it's kind of quieting down a little bit. But you do get some car noises every now and then. Ken, yes, it did sound like the SB7 said Bob. The Ovilus just said pushed, and I had gotten Bob a male's voice. Okay, there's something blinking. I don't know if y'all saw that over here. It was like something walked through the door of the bullpen right there. I'm going to turn a dim light on. There we go. it look like? A few minutes ago, the lights flashed there, broke the pixels. The Ovilus is really quiet too. Were you pushed? It's a little bit noisier in here than I like with, I said there wasn't a lot of car noises until the last little bit. Now there seems like there's some traffic. Who was pushed? Did you get in a fight in here? There's some heavy walking out in that hallway on the step. This seems pretty quiet right now. I'm gonna step out in the hallway and see what. Ken, this is a standalone. If I'm not mistaken, there is a building that at one time I think maybe was the sheriff's house. Here's another connecting bullpen. But from my understanding, it was the administration building. That is attached to this. But it's pretty large. It is one story. Flashlight's gone off in that cell after I walked out of there. And I was getting some pretty crazy stuff. This is kind of narrow. shifting focus. Is the man that I was speaking with earlier still in here? Set this down. Can you knock for me? Can you repeat this knock? That was twice. You need to hit a third time. Repeat this knock in, mate. It may have gotten silent since I pulled the camera out. It seems like when you want to quieten things down, pull a camera out, and that usually seems to work. Oh, now there's a car pulling in here, which is kind of odd. Yeah, I hear that, Steve. I could hear that over my shoulder. And this was the women's holding cell. And here, I just get a, let me sit my stuff down. I just kind of get when I walk in here, an aggressive sort of feeling. It's kind of a little hard to breathe. I think it would hold up to 6 women. Oh, okay, good. Because I was in the jail outside, and I see where Donald said they pulled up. Good. I was glad to know that because I saw a vehicle through the window and wasn't really sure who that was. I'm going to start the spirit box for just a second in here. And see, I've got cameras up in most of these cells, so let me, again, I apologize for this loud, obnoxious sound. Is there any ladies in here that would like to talk with me? I'm going to turn this to AM real quick. Was there ever any ladies who died in here? I don't like this, my spirit boxes. I'm going to change that back. Was there ever any ladies who died in this room? Were you in here for drugs? Who is the man that likes to look in this cell when there are women in here? Who's the hooded shadow figure? Yeah, this one is, Ken, this AM is popping too loud, so I had to switch it. I've got 3 different spirit boxes, and I may have grabbed one that's just not very good, or it could just be the AM here. And yeah, Donald, oh, let's get this. Did you just say Heidi? Is your name Heidi? Okay, yeah, I won't leave that going too long if it's not talking. I wish I had had the live going while I was in the drunk tank, but I did have the camera videoing, so hopefully I got a lot of those responses. That's been the place that I've had probably the most activity and the best spirit box session since I've been here tonight. That's a good point, Donald. Maybe it said hiding rather than Heidi. Why are you hiding? I keep hearing a whistle. I don't know if you guys have heard that. I've had a lot of footsteps since I've been here. It seems like something's been just kind of lurking, following along. It looks like I'm starting to get kind of yes, Ken. I do. The question is, because I will be airing this on YouTube, so I know you guys can see the questions, but I'll repeat them because they won't be able to see it on YouTube. Ken asks if when I do begin sessions, if I introduce myself. And yes, I always introduce myself when I do different sessions. I'm actually beginning to get low battery, so I'm gonna have to come in here and charge this up. In here in this area. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming on to this spontaneous live, and I know it's kind of late, so Shane asks if I have any objects, handcuffs, cigarette shanks. I do. I've actually got several different items. I've got, let's see here. I've got cigarettes, I've got whiskey, got my police stick. Let's see. Got magazine. I've got a lot of different things that we've had, good success with. So anyways, my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna actually go on, sign off here for a little bit, charge this up, and check the batteries on the rest of my cameras, because I've been filming and going at it on and off since about 7:30 this evening. So I'm probably going to be here the rest of the night. But again, thank you guys for tuning in last night and for tuning in tonight. If I do end up spending the night here, like I said, I'll probably end up sleeping in the suicide watch room. So anyways, take care, have a great night, and I may come back on and talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.